How do I buy a house? Like common Google search. How do I buy a house? Let's talk about it. Let's break it down from the lending standpoint. Everything you need to do to be successful, from having that initial thought like, maybe I'm ready, to keys in your hand, going into your new pad. So first things first, start with the lender. Don't start with the realtor. You gotta love America. We fall in love with shiny objects and material things. We have no clue how to buy and execute on it. Don't do that. Start with financing first. You gotta know what type of loan programs are available to you. So step number one, talk to a lender. There are fantastic lenders out there, but talk to a lender that you know, like, and trust and has a good reputation and will communicate in a way that you want to be communicated with. That lender ought to explain to you the different loan programs that you qualify for, what impacts those loan programs, how you get the best interest rate and terms for you and for those programs that match your fit. Secondly, in that consultation with the lender, they're going to create a budget with you around your affordability, around rates, payments, cash to close, including closing costs, taxes, insurance, everything. So that after that pre-approval consultation, you are crystal clear on your numbers. Most importantly, what's your max monthly payment that fits with your short and long-term goals? And then number two, maximum cash out of pocket, including down payment, all costs, taxes, insurance, everything. Now you're pre-approved. You've got a pre-approval letter. You've got a mortgage plan in place with different scenarios that work for you. Now you want to find the real estate agent. You want to find, I would say, probably 2 or 3 realtors to interview and figure out who's going to serve you the best. Number one, how many homes have they sold in the neighborhoods that you're interested in? Just because someone's great in one part of the county or city doesn't mean they're an expert in the neighborhoods that you want. That is key, because the relationships that the agents have with other agents in that marketplace is critical to your success as a home buyer. How many homes have they sold? If someone's selling less than 5 houses in a year, I would not consider that agent an expert. Sorry, agents, if you're watching this. If you're not selling more than 5 homes a year, you're not an expert in my opinion. How long have they been doing this? Someone that is brand new doesn't mean they're necessarily bad, but you want someone with transactions under their belt. Because let's be honest, this is one of your biggest financial transactions and commitments of your life. You want an agent that knows how to negotiate on your behalf, as well as deal with any issues that come up on inspections, appraisal, any of it. So choosing the right agent is really going to make or break your success. You found the property. Let's talk about what's next. You put in an offer. That seller responds to your offer. You may have a negotiation period that could happen over the course of a day or several days or even a week. And different items and pieces that you're going to negotiate on are, yes, purchase price, but also how long is it going to take you to close? How long are your contingency periods? Meaning, how much time do you need for a home inspection? How much time do you need for an appraisal? How much time do you need for a loan approval? All of these pieces are going into your offer that you're presenting and making to the seller, and you want to make yourself as strong as possible to be effective and get your offer accepted. Your offer is accepted. Yay, fantastic. Now what? Now is really when it is time to execute and make sure that you get those keys and close on time. You're going to get back and meet with your lender again. Your lender is going to go over current interest rates, and most likely at that time, lock your interest rate unless you and they really strongly agree that interest rates may be going down. But 9 out of 10 times, you're going to lock that interest rate in the beginning, because then that protects you from market fluctuation and the unknowns around rate payment. The lender's also going to discuss your cash to close. Make sure that you know exactly how much money do you need to bring to the closing table to wire at the very end. You're going to wire in your earnest money deposit. What's common is 1 to 3% of the purchase price. And you're going to do that within the first couple days of opening escrow. Physical inspection. Typically, your realtor is going to recommend a professional home inspector to go to the property and inspect that property. The inspection is looking at what is the property's condition, what state is it in, and they're going through everything from foundation to roof, plumbing, electrical, and everything in between. Then you can also pay for, if you really want, ancillary inspections, i.e. foundation, engineering inspection, roof inspection, mold inspection. I mean, there's all types of stuff. Sewer, you can get the sewer scope. They can put a camera down there. There's all different types of inspections you can get done. The main point is you want to know what the heck are you getting yourself into and what are you buying, right? So that inspection is key, and you really want to get that done in the first week, really the first 3 to 5 days, if at all possible. So we've done our earnest money deposit. We have done our physical inspection. The lender is going to order an appraisal that you're going to pay for, but the appraiser is going to go out there. Their job is to make sure that whatever purchase price you have agreed upon with the seller is what the appraiser brings the value in at. And how they do that is they go to the property property physically, they take pictures, they take some measurements, and they're looking at what is actually at that site. And is that consistent with what's on public record, what's listed on the multiple listing service, i.e. if it's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, is it 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, or is there a bootleg bedroom in the garage? Things like that. We want to make sure it's consistent. Then they're out of there. The appraiser really is spending the most of their time looking at what's called comparable sales or comps. And they're going to pull out similar properties. First, it's going to be same bedroom count, same bath count, similar square footage, obviously property types. So if we're looking at single family homes, we want to compare it to other single family homes. If we're looking at condos, we're just going to look at condos. If we're looking at duplexes, we're going to look for other duplexes. So property types the same, bedroom count the same, bath count the same, square footage. And then depending upon neighborhood density, that's going to determine how far out of the area the appraiser is going to go to pull those comparable sales. Next, you're going to get an insurance quote. Now in California, that's become extremely difficult lately. A lot of companies have been leaving the marketplace here. So you want to make sure you're getting a quote for homeowners insurance really early on in the process, because you want to know, is there an additional California Fair Plan, or do you need an additional rider? Are there expenses that you're not necessarily prepared for? So getting that insurance quote early on, highly recommended. Next, the lender is going to take all of the escrow documentation, title documentation, your documentation, the appraisal when it comes back in. Send that to underwriting. The underwriter is going to review it, make sure that you are qualified for that loan program based upon the guidelines and rules for that loan, and that everything's a fit. They're going to give you a conditional loan approval and say, great, you are qualified for this loan. I need these items in order to clear the loan to close and release loan documents. You satisfy those items. Typically, it's updating income, assets, maybe explaining some deposits into your assets or items on credit if need be. Once the underwriter clears everything, you get the clear to close. That is a celebration moment. You've met the conditions. That piece is done. The lender then releases the loan documents to the escrow company or the attorney, depending upon what market you're in. And then you meet with the notary public, sign your name a bazillion times. After that, you are wiring remaining funds. So your lender or escrow officer or closing person is going to give you that dollar amount, the wiring instructions, which you are going to double and triple check. Those wiring instructions, you're going to wire that money, and then that loan is going to fund typically 24 to 48 hours later. It's going to record later that day or the following day. Then you are officially closed and get your keys. That's a lot. That's a ton. But if you watch this several times, you will know exactly what to expect from idea I want to buy to getting keys in hand. And if you want to walk through this anytime, you have specific questions or scenarios, just message me. I'm here to help you win. If this was helpful, comment below, make sure you're subscribed. And if anybody in your world is looking to buy, make them watch this video.